Hello and welcome to episode 312 of the Heart of Markness Led Zeppelin podcast. How do you do? I am Mark. What I do is every week I play selections from a bootleg recording of Led Zeppelin or Led Zeppelin adjacent bands, personalities, etc. Give a little context, talk about the date, talk about what was going on in their lives at that time if it's known. Point out some things to listen for, point out some things to pay attention to, where to get the full recording, because you can get the full recording. I'll give you that now. heartofmarkness.com. You can get as much of the recording as exists, not just what I play for you, but the entire recording for free. That's how it works. Everything's free. Oh, goodness. This is a wonderful show. It's one that I hadn't heard before, and it is awesome. 1970 is fantastic anyway. And we are April 14th, 1970 in Ottawa, Alberta, Canada. Ottawa Civic Center Arena. And it is a wonderful monophonic, sounds mono to me, audience tape. It is, the lineage is a master tape, and then a first-gen copy was made, and then digital audio tape after that. So, first gen, absolutely great recording, very enjoyable, very warm, happy, friendly. The band, of course, warm, happy, friendly. Robert Plant's voice, unbelievable. And Jimmy Page's playing, unbelievable. And they're both having wonderful nights on a wonderful tour. This is badass. Here is the set list of that recording that you can go to heartofmarkness.com and get, thanks to my patrons. It is fragmentary. Every one of these songs is kind of incomplete. The guy had one tape, obviously, and was taping what he wanted to, and he got it. And it's not horribly frustrating. He gets good chunks. He gets the meat of the songs. It's not that frustrating, until the song ends. But here it is. He doesn't have the whole show. He has Dazed, which is fantastic. Heartbreaker, which is fantastic. Bring It On Home, fantastic. White Summer, Black Mountainside, super fantastic. Since I've Been Loving You, Thank You, and Whole Lot of Love. Everything's fantastic. And it is great. All those songs, magnificent. Go to heartofmarkness.com, download this, get it, and tip your little hat to Led Zeppelin Boots YouTube channel and Led Zeppelin Boots, the human being, for his wonderful channel, because this is another one that he put out a couple days ago, and I listened to it, and I was like, well, I'll be damned. I didn't know about this? Yay. So thank you. He is great inspiration. Because now that we're in the 300s, every show that I know inside and out was done years ago. Every show that I knew casually was done years ago. Every song that I didn't know is what we're working on now, for the most part. So, it is a delight to find something that has great sound and a great performance. Wonderful. Thank you, thank you. And this is Boston Bro is recording. What are we going to listen to? All right, we're going to start off with, we're going to go in order. We're going to go Dazed and Confused, which has Mars Bringer of War, bow, 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 as well as Rock and Roll Is Here to Stay. It's kind of neat, kind of cool. Jimmy's playing awesomely. The recording captures it wonderfully, and the vibe is fantastic. Dazed and Confused, April 14th, 1970. Pretty, pretty, pretty badass, correct? That was great. And the recording was magnificent. The sound, the tonality, brilliant. And it's always nice to hear Robert using his voice as an instrument along with Jimmy. That's more of an early days thing, and I really dug that. Man. I hope, the hope is that one day more of this show will come out, but it's been 55 years. Well, no, we still have things coming out. So it would be wonderful if a more complete recording of that came out, because obviously they were on fire. Yay. Always nice to hear a lovely Dazed and Confused. What I'm going to play next is going to be, it is White Summer Black Mountainside, which I don't usually play that often unless it's kind of special. And this is kind of special in that it is absolutely brilliant, as many of the 1970 performances were. So what I loved about this most was that while listening to it, the early foreshadowings of Midnight Moonlight. I don't recall hearing them this early before. They probably have some of the little motifs used, but it was really nice to hear. It was brilliant, dynamic. The audience was into it. Jimmy was on top form. So it is nothing but glorious. Let us listen to Mr. Page.
Payne. White Summer. Everybody. James Payne.
That was incredible. And even though it was incredible, it still went on forever. I liked it. I liked the arpeggios. I mean, you could tell the improvisational aspect of it is when he's just kind of noodling around and following it, which is what he does. I liked it. I love the motifs of what would become Midnight Moonlight, and before that, Swan Song. So it's neat to hear that that was still germinating in 1970, although not released until 1985. Good stuff. Well, did you know that I have a Facebook page? So does everybody. No, I don't mean myself. I mean, I do. But the podcast has a Facebook page. Heart of Markness on Facebook. There's almost 400 folks there that are very good. I have turned off the submissions because we were getting spammed multiple times a day with these fake Jimmy Page and Robert Plant fan pages that are writing, "Do you like it when I play my music for you, my dear?" It's like, fuck that, you Croatian fuck. I'm assuming. Well, anyways, it's a great place. Now that the riffraff are kept out, it's a wonderful place. If you have questions about classic rock, if you have questions about Zeppelin, the podcast, etc., great place to hang out and meet like-minded folks. I also have a YouTube channel if you want to listen to me on YouTube. You already found me in podcasts. I am on Blue Sky, Instagram, and X. Although I am horrible on all of them, I am not that active. But if you do want to reach me for something, you can get me through the Facebook group or mark@heartofmarkness.com. And yes, heartofmarkness.com is the site I mentioned earlier where you can go to get these bootleg recordings in their entirety, not just the little selections I play for you. So go there and get that, and that is all because of the titans upon whose shoulders rests this humble yet mighty podcast. I am, of course, speaking of my patrons. A laurel and hearty handshake goes out to them. I'm going to record an episode for them in the next day or two. And they are as follows. A laurel and hearty handshake goes out to Ryan, John, Gary, Keith, Tilda. Good to talk to you, Keith. Steve, George, Big Ed, Kenny of regular size, Picard, Jeff, good to talk to you, Jeff, Wayne, always good to talk to Wayne, Brad, Danielle, Tracy, Other, and Supreme, David. If you're due to get a colonoscopy, get a colonoscopy. It can save you a lot of trouble down the line. Thanks, David. Bonzo Billy, Mimo, and page 2. Dun 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 dun. S.E. Olson, Holy Flash, Don, Marvin, Black Dragon. Oh, I see what I did. Okay. Hang on. I'm mixing up everything. It didn't go to page 2. It just was everybody who ever contacted me. All right, take 2. Page 2. S.E. Olson, Holy Flash, Don, Marvin, Black Dragon, Keld, Mario C., Lance, and Rob from Melbourne, Australia, where it is 3 days from now, oddly enough. That's it. Yay. All right. Got the spiel out of the way, and all I have left for you is, well, to remind you that I have a merch shop, merchandise, merchofmarkness.com, or you can get through the website, etc. Good enough. Patron. If you want to become a patron, that would be fantastic. Support the podcast materially. Always a help. Moving right along. I have one more song to play for you, and it is the song that immediately follows Dazed and Confused. But I didn't want to end the podcast with White Summer Black Mountainside because it's kind of a low-energy thing to end the show on. So I am ending it on a high note with Heartbreaker, which went straight from Dazed into Heartbreaker with this interlude of theremin noises and feedback, and it's cool. And, of course, it's a great Heartbreaker because it's 1970 and it's Jimmy Page. Heartbreaker, folks. April 14th, 1970, Ottawa, Canada. My God, Jimmy's giving us a clinic on sustain and feedback and tone and volume. and playing that solo with the wah-wah pedal in time. Very impressive, and the great the sustain and the fullness. I love his North American 1970 tone. It's my favorite Jimmy tone. It is warm like butter spread on warm toast. I love it. Delicious. Well, thank you for listening. I will likely be skipping next week because I'm going to be out of town all next week, going away for a week. Hooray, hooray. And I'm not going to be, I could say, and I could intend on doing the podcast ahead of time, but since this podcast is already a day late, I don't know how good it is. So there might not be one next week, or there might. I would lean, if I were a betting man, I would bet on it not. But I will be back, and it will happen again. At worst, it'll be a week without. You can do it. You can do it. You are big and tough. All right. Love you very much. Thank you for listening. Thank you for supporting. Be good to yourselves and each other. And bye.